Hey y'all, cooking, cutting up, keeping it real. Back in the kitchen with Kelly. Now, Kelly, you have had me put this ganache in the freezer, and you wanted to show the viewers.
So it's a little bit thicker because it's gotten cold.
Okay.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to take just a hand mixer
Okay.
in the same bowl.
Let me make you some room here.
And you're just going to whip it and whip it.
Don't add anything to it, we're just whipping.
Because what we're doing is we're, just like you would heavy whipping cream, you're whipping it. Mine should stay there a little bit longer. But we'll make it work.
Okay. It almost changes colors.
It does. Once you whip it, it does tend to get lighter.
Okay. I don't know if y'all can hear what she said. She was saying that makes it lighter in color.
Okay, what I'm going to at least, I'm going to stick this in the refrigerator.
Okay.
And what we're going to do in between this, while it gets a little bit cooler,
Okay.
it's better when it's really chilled good, because then it whips up. So now we're going on to the decorating part. Now what I have brought,
Do you want the cake out yet?
not yet.
Okay.
So I have brought tips.
Okay.
These tips you can buy just about anywhere.
Okay.
I didn't bring any specialty ones. I've just brought ones that you can just buy anywhere. So you're thinking, what in the world am I going to do with this, except for decorate a cake? Well, if you want to soften butter, you can make little cute little pats of butter, stick them on parchment paper, stick it in the refrigerator, and then you've got cute little butter pats.
And have it out for your guests
For your guests.
Okay.
Or you can even do fill in your deviled eggs. Make them.
Yes. No,
make
that's
them
what
look
I would
pretty.
use. I would use it for that.
You can even use it. They even have little longer ones that you can put in donuts and stuff. I don't actually need that.
Oh, sorry.
Because that was too runny.
All
I
right.
just use the scissors.
All right.
So literally, again, I'm just using the piping bags that I brought, and just cut it.
Drop that down.
Drop it down in there.
Kelly, do you like these better than those ones that you can buy with the trigger that are plastic?
I have never used those.
Okay. Okay. I'm just curious.
This is
The
what.
nice thing about these is you can throw these away.
Yes. And I've been doing it for 10 years, so I kind of work with what I.
Yeah, no, that's why I asked. And you got these bags at Hobby Lobby, craft stores that carry cake
I
stuff.
buy them at 100 at a time.
Okay. I'm sure you can get them online.
You can. I just know the consistency of Wilton. That's just the brand that I like. But there's so many different ones now. So what we're doing, we're just filling them. Now they do make smaller. I want to make sure that, so these are bigger tips, so you don't need a coupling. They do make the little smaller tips that are for decorating cakes. It has a coupling where you stick it in there, you stick the little lid on it, and it screws on. So you can,
On the
you
outside.
can interchange your tips.
Okay.
We're not going to need to do that this time.
Okay.
We're going to do a couple different.
Because I asked you to keep it easy, and I appreciate that.
I did. Look, I'm all about easy.
It doesn't look easy though when you're done because your cakes look.
Well, I hope y'all realize that this, and like I said, you can do this with any kind of cake, any kind of. And like I said, if you're not into baking but you really wanted to try some decorating, by all means, go buy that little 6-inch round cake from your grocery store, from your bakery,
And give it a try.
Just give it a try. Have fun with it. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna use the smaller tip
And I'm gonna tilt that
we're
down.
gonna use the smaller tip for the ganache,
Okay.
and then we're just gonna. Oh, me on mine.
Here.
No.
Okay. It won't matter. You're gonna put that down farther. So you're gonna put the peanut butter buttercream icing in that one.
And this is where the fun begins, and this is also where you can get the kids involved.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you can use any kind of candy, any kind of cookie. I mean, I've even bought the yogurt covered pretzels.
Oh yeah.
Lay them on a piece of parchment paper, drizzle that, melt the chocolate, put in these little bags, or even a Ziploc bag, a freezer one preferably. Snip the end, and then you've got little and drizzle on top of the pretzels,
Oh yeah.
so you can make them pretty.
Okay.
You can get it
or
done.
white chocolate over the pretzels. Okay. To put on top of the cake. Gotcha.
Yeah, just to decorate it.
Gotcha.
So, I mean, you could do this with any. I think we'll just yeah, we're going to use this one too.
Okay.
I'm actually done with that.
All right.
Don't need that anymore.
You're gonna want me to come be your sous chef all the time.
Come on, I'll put you to work. Trust me. All right. So we're hoping that maybe that ganache is cooled off enough. We don't need this
All right.
anymore. And what I do is I'm just shaking it down because that just helps alleviate the air bubbles. Just on this side, we're gonna try that ganache now.
All right, you want me to get the ganache out?
If that's
Leave the cake in?
that'll be the last thing we're gonna take out.
All right. There you go, my friend.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you're gonna whip it again. It wasn't quite cool enough. Okay, I got you. You can feel it when you touch it, though, can't you?
I need a small spatula.
Done with these?
Done with those.
All right.
All right. Now we're gonna get our piping bag.
All right.
And even though it's got a little bit of the dark on the sides of it, that's okay. Just swirl it around in there. Because it'll all... And if you can see, it's almost like mousse.
It is.
And it is... You can fancy it just about anything. You can even make crepes.
And fill that.
Fill them with the ganache, with peanut butter. You could even do drizzles with some of the hazelnut, like the Nutella.
Lord, I'm putting on weight just smelling this stuff.
Trust me, when you're around it all the time, it doesn't.
It doesn't affect you
Nope.
quite the same. Okay.
Although I was telling Lisa, my flaw is the chocolate buttercream. I cannot keep that around. So
Take that. Done.
all right, so here we go. We're just gonna get the cake now. So we have our icing tips, and Lisa got the Reese's peanut butter cups. I use all different ones. I mean, I'll get the great big ones. I'll get the regular size ones, the mini ones, the little ones you get at Halloween. Here we go.
And you said sometimes you use Reese's Pieces too.
Reese's Pieces, I'll throw them on there too. Here's the fun part. So what you're gonna do, and there's no rhyme or reason, you just do
Make
this
it
out so
look
you can
so
see.
easy. Just random dots.
Just random. I mean, it's just, and then we'll do another little fancy one. Over here. Over here. Keep forgetting I gotta do it in front of y'all.
That's all right.
Ah.
We could turn that thing.
All right, so now we're gonna do the ganache part. As you can see, here's the ganache that was dripped. Once you whip it,
Different color.
it becomes lighter in color.
Oh my gosh, that smells. Oh my.
And if you can see, I am just randomly placing. Let me get back over here.
To fill in the
To
space.
fill in. I mean, you can use as many or as least you want. I mean, it really, honestly, does not.
Sorry, the phone.
We had a phone call.
All right.
I don't know where. I don't know if you have some left over and you don't want to throw it away. You can easily put it in a Ziploc freezer bag. Put it in the freezer, and if you want to do something next month, you can just take it back out, put it in the refrigerator, just like you would a turkey. Let it go from freezer to refrigerator temperature back to room temperature. And now the fun part.
And then you don't have to waste it.
And then you don't have to waste it. And then you just literally stick them on every...
So often. Or if you wanted to chop them, you could.
You
right?
could chop them.
Okay. That looks so pretty.
Because what I'll do a lot of times, if I have like different ones, I'll have them all kind of stuck in different places, all the different sizes of them. I'll buy that great big one, that great big peanut butter cup one, and stick it like in the middle, and then do some other little small ones.
Right.
And then you just stick this all over.
This is where you can be creative.
Yes,
Yeah.
and that's where the kids can come involved. And then if you wanted to even add, I mean, just, it's really any kind of candy. So I've been eating some candy corn because I like candy corn.
I'm going to give you a handful.
So just, I mean, make it, and I did orange board because we were thinking, what do you do with all your kids' leftover candy?
Right.
Well, there you go.
And it's fall, so you can put those on there to give it a little fall flair. That looks awesome.
Just think about this at Christmas time, adding red and green sprinkles
to
a cake and just having all the Christmas.
And letting your kids do it.
Yep. Stick that right there.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna. Do you have the shish kebab stick by any chance?
I have one right here, like a wooden one.
Yep.
I do.
So I'm gonna show you one of my tricks that I use because when you seal a cake in with icing, And then when it comes back to room temperature, let me see if I can do it where y'all can see it. And it might not go because the cake is still frozen. I take my shish kebab stick, stick it into the cake. So when it does come back room temperature, you won't have that blowout of the icing. It has an escape route with that hole.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep. So this way, and if you want, you could do it from the very top, go all the way through. This way air will escape and you won't have the big blowout how you sometimes you get with cakes with the icing on it. So
Okay. All right.
that is it.
Kelly, this is amazing. I'm so impressed, and I cannot thank you enough for coming here. I know it's hard to work in someone else's kitchen.
No, it was fun. We had a great time.
I know. Y'all, thanks for tuning in. I hope this is something that y'all might try. Listen, I might be adventurous and try it.
I think you should.
For sure. I'm going to have to watch the video back, though. I'm going to have the tutorial. Thanks for watching, y'all.
Thank
We'll
y'all. Have a
see
good
y'all.
one.
Bye.